y'all, I'm back with the DIY Project Life video, and this time I'm going to do something super simple. I'm just going to add some details to this filler page. I did not have any photos for this page, and I actually accidentally left this page blank and didn't plan out my next part of Project Life very well, so that backside of week 3, it has not been completed. So I'm just going to take some busy filler cards and show you guys how I simply add just details to these cards so that I can make it kind of a filler page. So I've taken a bunch of filler cards, and the first thing I'm going to do when I don't know what to do with the card, sometimes I just simply add the date using like kind of larger letters or stickers or numbers. And so I did not have any more ones, so I decided to just do just use like 2 L's or I's, I don't know what those are, to stand in as the ones. And this was taken on January 17th, or the photos for the next page were taken on January 17th. So I decided to go ahead and play on that and act as if this was kind of a title page for the next page. And so that's what I did. The next thing that I do when I cannot think of what to place on a card and I need something is I do the initials. And so, or I do our initials, or I do the initials of my daughter. So this is about her, and this is about a photo shoot that we did. Well, it wasn't a real photo shoot. It was like something that we did right before church where we took several photos, and it was kind of just very impromptu. So what I decided to do is just put all those photos onto one page. And so this is the left side, and I have just simply put her initials using some wood veneer just to add some detail to that card. Now, typically that card would be really intimidating to add things to because it already has so much going on, but adding something simple and subtle there at the bottom, I think turned out pretty good. And then I'm going to add something else here in a second. To that middle card, I added a piece of flair that I'm going to have to go back and hot glue here in a little bit. And then to that card on the right, it actually had place for a place to journal. But what I did is, it's the card on the right in the middle. I just went ahead and put it through my typewriter to add a little bit of just journaling about the taking photos and why I was glad that we did that, and then how they turned out to be some of my favorite photos. Okay, so to that top card, I just simply added an arrow. Into this middle card here, I'm just adding that piece of flair, and I'm adding some gold foil pieces because the cards already have that on them, so that I thought that would go pretty well. I added a piece of cork. So a couple of things to keep in mind is when they are busy cards, I think adding subtle neutral colors is what really, I think, helps not overwhelm the page. So adding cork, adding wood veneer that's natural, adding gold, like things like that, I think really help out not overwhelming it, but still having your own touch. I have a hard time leaving a card as it is because I want to be able to put like my own special touch on it, and having to leave a card is like, I feel like takes away from my creativity, although that's kind of why Project Life was designed, because it's supposed to help you it's supposed to make life easier with documenting. But I really still like to add my own touch. So to this one, even though it was already busy, I wanted to add something else. So I just decided to pull some of those crepe paper, they're almost like Dymo label words and phrases. And so I decided to add 2, and I wanted a kind of a stapler look. But my stapler got jammed, so I just got one staple on there, and then I'm going to cover up that kind of messy part by just simply placing a heart right over it. Like I said, this is a super simple process. This isn't anything anybody doesn't already know, but I was actually not going to film this. I just decided to go ahead and film it because why not? So just in case you guys struggle with busy cards. So to this one, I just wanted to add something to the corner, and I just decided to, putting that entire circle would have covered up part of the word, or part of the word big, so I just decided to hang it off the side and then clip off the excess. So to the bottom here, what I decided to do was just simply put the date. When there are lines for journaling, what I do is I just, when I don't want to write myself, I either stick it through my typewriter, or I cover it up with a label, or I just simply put like words stickers or number stickers, and that helps not leave that journaling spot blank, but it helps but it adds something. So I guess if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna add 2016 on there, and then I added way too much on the right side. So of course I'm gonna find something to kind of fill in that left side. And I often do that when I don't get spacing right. I just put something on the left side, either like a hashtag or like a heart or something small. So that's just what I did on there. I probably could have found something better for that, but I decided to just pull something super quick that I had in my stash. So here's where I realized that glue, so that flare piece dips down, and so I have to add something more, or I guess something that's more heavy duty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a big thick piece of hot glue here in a second. My glue gun's heating up right now. And you guys won't see me put that back on, but you will see it in the final photos. Right now I'm just going through my sticker sheets that I just have in my stash and just finding little extra details to add, and then I'm going to finish up the page. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and let me know if you have any questions, and hope you guys have a great rest of the week.